Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
I'm Nana Farika. The time has come for the lioness to tell her story from her viewpoint and tell the world who Queen Omega is. This is the lion's voice.
But I wanted to just take this time to address our YouTube strike. I haven't addressed it on my main channel. We talk about it in the Patreon already. But to the larger Lion Pride, you notice there was a strong no posting. We received a content strike for the episode. We did a live and it featured talk about vaccine, and according to the YouTube guideline, they're saying that it was not consistent with the World Health Organization view on medical information because the vaccines have been approved. So, licking out sound against the vaccine was deemed to be a strike against the channel, and if you get 3 strikes, then take down your channel completely. So this is why we're encouraging all of the Lion Pride, if you love what we're doing, make sure you go to the Patreon and become part of the Patreon, because it's not a guarantee that we're here. We have a strike on the channel until I think in September. If we don't do anything, then the strike will come off. But this is the environment that we are. I've been telling the family about World War III for months. Now you look in the mainstream media, what are they talking about? World War III. We're ahead of the curve. We know.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. LIDJ's father, Rastafari, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Rastafari is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Rastafari knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of KWASI'S book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
We are also founder, producer, editor, all these things for the Lion Voice Network. So we're going to use this opportunity to bring some exclusive footage, exclusive interviews. So stay tuned in the coming strongs. If you have not subscribed, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you subscribe because the Lion Pride is growing. We have Micah Shemaiah full episode. We're gonna drop that next strong. It's already available for the Lion Pride on Patreon. So if you want to become part of the inner circle, do that.
The two stick gate dance are the most legendary for me. Like I wasn't there, but the two stick, my name said there was no gate, no fence. And it's two stick, two posts that's put up, and everybody have to walk through that and line. Nobody run, not about like an open field, you know, brother.
Okay.
So that, and everybody join the line respectfully and go through the two stick them like it's a gate. So to me, them thing that teach me the discipline of what Rastafari was trying to bring to the world, you know.
Yes.
Order. Yeah, it's a very memorable thing with 12 Tribe too. When we used to go to dancing in that HQ at Oak Road, you know, you had lines gone all the way down to Kingsway. You had lines gone way back on Cleveland. You know, people, nobody not try and crouch. You know, everybody just take them time and just go through.
But I wanted to just take this time to address our YouTube strike. I haven't addressed it on my main channel. We talk about it in the Patreon already. But to the larger Lion Pride, you notice there was a strong no posting. We received a content strike for the episode. We did a live and it featured talk about vaccine, and according to the YouTube guideline, they're saying that it was not consistent with the World Health Organization view on medical information because the vaccines have been approved. So, you know, licking out sound against the vaccine was deemed to be a strike against the channel, and if you get 3 strikes, then take down your channel completely. So this is why we're encouraging all of the Lion Pride, if you love what we're doing, make sure you go to the Patreon and become part of the Patreon, because it's not a guarantee that we're here. We have a strike on the channel until I think in September. If we don't do anything, then the strike will come off. But this is the environment that we are. I've been telling the family about World War III for months. Now you look in the mainstream media, what are they talking about? World War III. We're ahead of the curve. We know what's going on. Why? Because our elders told us. This censorship, this refusal to allow alternate viewpoints and to actively block this type of content. This is just the beginning with AI, you know, searching through, you know, these are things that we're going to run up against. So I'm just telling my family, because we got a strike before, we got a warning before on an episode we did on the depopulation agenda in Africa. These things were taken off of the channel, not with I approval, but this is again the big brother censorship that is happening. So I want the family to overstand the climate that we're in as we rise Rastafari independent non-aligned media. However, the item know that I am a what? I am an actionist. The item have it. So that means that we're not just staying and feeling sorry for ourselves. We've been in contact with some giants within the Rastafari media space. We will be meeting, strategizing, planning how we can elevate. So again, if this is your connecting point, you have other brethren and sisters who are doing great works. Honorable Priest Isaac, big up Honorable Priest Isaac and his team at the Tiger's Nest. We did an exclusive interview with Honorable Priest Isaac. He gave his whole chart from growing up to now. That's going to be available exclusively on the Patreon. We'll try to do something a little bit more produced for the YouTube channel in the future. But you know, as we unite in real time, I want to make sure that the inner circle can see what's happening. So stay tuned. All of our Patreon, there's going to be an exclusive interview only available on the Patreon of our connection with Honorable Priest Isaac. We also have an exclusive interview with Ija Star, the mindset, the man behind the mindset. That's going to be coming to the channel as well shortly. So we have a whole heap of content on the way. exclusive interview with our brethren Dingishan in Ghana with the Kazi project, going through all of that exclusive footage that we're going to be bringing you of what Kazi looks like today. So we're not letting any of this stop us. However, I just wanted the family to overstand the real deal. You know, I want to be very transparent as we build this empire. I'm working on some exclusive interviews while I'm here in Jamaica. So stay tuned for that. I tell everyone from the beginning, you can go back to the first episode. I first superpower is I Network. That means we are 1 or 2 people away from that security. That just shows you what we are doing is real life. I'm 1 or 2 people away from anyone where I say Haile Selassie the first, because it is a chosen few. Chad. So if you love to hear the stories from the Lions own mouth, then this is your station, this is your channel. We are going to be ramping up the production. We're going to be doing everything that we can to ensure the quality. As you come into the Patreon and you spend your hard-earned money, we're not just going to go and get a Ferrari and show off on people. No, we're going to invest those funds to ensure production increases. New camera. We need new laptop. We need, editing, storage. People who are in this genre know how important storage and your editing and all of these things is. So that is really what we're working on now. We are committed to this. I'm actually pausing my private practice, the legal practice, for some time so that I can focus on this, because as the family know, I'm in the process of repatriation, and I have to determine, how I can contribute most to the movement while I'm in Africa, moving back and forth. It's going to be hard to give clients, individual clients in the law. I still am doing something, so not completely divorced, but I'm going to be focusing more on the creative consultations and also the content creation with the Lion Voice Network. Everywhere I go, I'm seeing ones who are watching the Lion Voice. I'm here on the ground in Jamaica. The love is overwhelming. And so, I'm very much encouraged. So I just really wanted to give the family an update of what is happening with the channel, because it's been a little bit sporadic. It's because I'm on the move. It's because, again, we're dealing with this censorship issue. So for the family, I just want them to realize, again, we are battlefield mode. We are in a war, and I don't want anyone to get it twisted. And now is the time we're going to find out who are the real revolutionaries. Brethren and sisters like I, we are getting more active.
Well, I am the generation of those that chose to see the face of the great I am. With the Emperor Haile Selassie and King Rastafari of Ethiopia, well, he's the almighty creator, in flesh and in bone, and he's seated upon King David's throne. Well, I came to tell the nation on the microphone.
Yo, let them know righteousness is here to conquer. The bigger king trample down those evilest monsters. Mussolini, he's getting burnt up like ganja. Our nation needs to get stronger. Give thanks, our locks is getting longer. The angel revealed the scriptures, the number 6 verse 5. My antenna channeling the heights of the Most High. Crown king of king, lords of lords. Now you do the math, Rastafari comfort. I and I with the staff, children of Israel. Make sure you step on the right path. It's the 21st century, the wicked about to feel the wrath of the ancient of days. Emperor Haile Selassie, pure in all his ways. That's why I Kwasi and I praise the Naya Bingy King. Let the children know the salvation Naya Bingy bring. Yo, it's conscious hip hop music strictly for the king. For those who don't know, it's a Naya Bingy thing. Head in the Aya Aya.
Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, set the lightning. Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, set the lightning. Fire, Bingy King, fire, Bingy King, fire, Bingy King, earthquake lightning. Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, set the lightning.
Tell him about Selassie. Terrible and dreadful, with the head full of sheep wool. Babylon, you better keep cool, cause he rules. Earth is just his footstool. You think you somebody, but you're only just his tool. Whirlpools, whirlwinds, blow away their sins. Instead of following the shepherd, they were following trends. We set the judgment, they killed too many innocent. Now they got to feel the wrath of the omnipotent, omniscient king with the scepter lightning. From the birds to the creeping things, all hail him. Selassie, I guide I and I, provide for I and I, live inside I and I, so we can't die. Must live eternal I, up in Mount Zion I, side by the most high. Aya, Bingy King, king of all kings. Can't forget Queen Omega with the scepter lightning.
Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King with the scepter lightning. Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King with the scepter lightning. Selassie bring the judgment on my enemies. Remember we the Hebrew that you claim to be. The game that you play lame to we, cause you put me in shackles and chains, and that's plain to see. They ain't got no name for we. Haile Selassie, I strike like hurricane rains off the sea. We still remember slavery, ain't too much change, things still seem the same to we. Black man, your brain ain't free, feel so much pain every time I try to watch TV. I can't stand what I see.